In this video today, I would like to explain to you what exactly is an SBLC, standby letter of credit, who use it, for what is it, and what is the procedure how to get one. So, SBLC, standby letter of credit, is basically used by 7, 8, 9 figure business owners, entrepreneurs, and investors worldwide. So, what exactly is an SBLC, a standby letter of credit? A standby letter of credit is a bank issued guarantee in form of a letter of credit. It is a bank instrument which is handled between banks. Let me explain that a little bit later on. The normal value an SBLC is mostly issued is between 5 and up to 300 million, either euro or US dollar. This is normally a value an SBLC works. So for example, if you need 500 million, you can make 100, 200, 200, you can make 2 times 250. It depends how your circumstances are. But the normal value for an SBLC is between 5 and 300 million euro or USD. An SBLC, and this is very important, is always issued by a bank on behalf of their client and represents a binding commitment. So an SBLC is a legal binding commitment to pay a specific amount to a beneficiary if the applicant, the client, fails to meet their obligations. This is jurisdictional language. Let me break that a little bit more down and let me explain it in a more easier way. So, first, here are some myths about SBLCs. Can I purchase an SBLC? No, an SBLC cannot be purchased. Can I lease an SBLC? No, an SBLC cannot be leased. Can I rent an SBLC? No, an SBLC cannot be rented. And this is very important. An SBLC is always issued directly to the company who needs to use it. And what you also need to understand is an SBLC is not intended as a regular payment instrument. It is a financial safety net, a guarantee for default situations. And most importantly, an SBLC nowadays is always 100% backed by real money, that means cash in the bank. Otherwise, it will not work and an SBLC will not go through. Sorry for the noise, we have building works in our building here and it's a nightmare. I apologize, but anyway. So, going back to that, an SBLC is always issued from the issuing bank to the company who needs to use it. An SBLC is always issued over Euroclear. If it is a European bank who issued an SBLC, it needs to go to Euroclear because Euroclear is more or less the KYC regulator. And from Euroclear, it goes to the receiving bank from the client. And the third and most important part is an SBLC always needs to be 100% backed by real cash. And the issuing bank has to prove it to Euroclear, otherwise it's fake. Simple as that. It's not that complicated. What is an SBLC used for? An SBLC is hardly used for international trade transactions. That means you are a commodity trader and you like to secure your trades with an SBLC. This is how an SBLC is being used for. It has been used for project financing. For example, you are a property developer and you would like to save a deal and to organize the financing and the loans and all of that stuff. You safeguard your deal with an SBLC and then you use that SBLC to get your project financing arranged, because this normally takes a little bit time. Or you would like to protect an investment because you need to arrange your financing and you can give out an SBLC. The investment project is protected and you can then arrange your financing, or you use it as a payment or performance guarantee in a trade, or you use it to secure your loan or a credit line, or you use it to secure construction infrastructure projects, and of course you use it as a guarantee for energy, commodities and raw materials trading. This is basically what an SBLC is for. A buyer secures payment obligations to a seller. A project developer provides assurance to investors that he has the money in form of an SBLC. A bank requires an SBLC as collateral for a loan or for a credit line. But in practice, to be honest, most SBLCs are never drawn as their presence only provides sufficient securities. Very important nowadays is that you need to know exactly what you are looking for, and you need to understand how an SBLC works. So what we can do is we can have a Zoom call together, a private consultation, and we can find out what are your needs, and we can then help you to get an SBLC from one of our clients who is able to providing that. The summary of an SBLC is a standby letter of credit is an internationally recognized bank instrument that guarantees payment to a beneficiary if the applicant, the client, fails to fulfill contractual obligations, providing maximum security without immediate payment. There is a very short process. First step is a Zoom call. Second step is a pre-check. Third step is finalization of the contract. Fourth step is the final draft. And the fifth step is delivery and payment. And if you are interested, just book your private consultation. We then have a 15-minute talk together, and then we work out how we can help you. This is basically how we can help you maybe to find the perfect SBLC for you. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it, and I wish you a nice day. Bye-bye.